kaikki. Tänään will be a guide on how to create a negative sentence in the present tense in Finnish. The first thing you need to know is that when you start your sentence, you will use a pronoun, and then after the pronoun, you will add the word no, which is a in Finnish. However, this word a will mirror the pronoun that you are using. So depending who you are talking about in your sentence, whether you're talking about minä or sinä or hän, this a word will mirror that pronoun, and this is just something you will have to memorize. So in kirjakieli, this negative sentence starter would look like this. Minä en, sinä et, hän ei, me emme, te ette, he eivät. In puhekieli, it would be mä en, sä et, se ei, me ei, te ette, and ne ei. That is how you would start a simple present tense negative sentence in Finnish. What about the verb then? The verb, luckily, in simple present tense negative sentences will always look the same and be in the same form no matter which pronoun you are using and talking about. But then the next question is, how do I find the form of the verb that I have to use? Because we're not using the basic nominative here. It does take a specific negative present tense form. And how can we find that? The easiest way to find that negative form is to first put it into the MINÄ form. For example, let's use the verb mennä. Mennä, to go. Mennä. The MINÄ form of mennä is minä menen. So we take menen, drop the n, and that right there is the negative present tense form that you will use with all of the pronouns. So let's go through the mennä verb in all of the pronoun forms in negative. In kirjakieli, it would be minä en mene, sinä et mene, hän ei mene, me emme mene, te ette mene, he eivät mene. Puhekieli, it would be mä en mene, sä et mene, se ei mene, me ei mennä. Uh-oh, what happened here? Didn't I just say that the verb won't change at all and it will just stay as mene in all of the pronoun forms? Well, here is one exception, a pretty good one to know as well. I might make an extra video about this at some point because it is like a pretty consistent rule in puhekieli. In me sentences in puhekieli, you will use the nominative of the verb. So in this situation, it would be mennä, because that's the basic form of the word to go. Mennä. So it's me ei mennä. Te ette mene and ne ei mene. This aside is for more advanced learners. It is completely correct in puhekieli to say mä en mene. But to make it one step more puhekieli, just so you're aware, people drop the N in mene, so it would be mä en me, sä et me, se ei me, me ei mennä, te ette me, ne ei me. But because we are focusing on how to create the present tense negative sentences, let's kind of forget about that for now, because this is officially how you would make these sentences. Quick quiz. What is the kirjakieli and puhekieli way to say I don't go? Can you remember? Let's take one more example using the verb syödä. Syödä, to eat. Syödä. So if we want to create simple sentences in negative, in present tense, saying I don't eat or you don't eat, first step is to pick the pronoun that we're using. We'll start with MINÄ. I want to say I don't eat. MINÄ, and then we put the no word into the MINÄ form. MINÄ en. And then syödä. We need to find the negative form of this verb. How do we do that? We first put it into the MINÄ form. Minä syön. Drop the n and it turns into just syö. That is the form that we will use in all of our pronoun sentences. Minä en syö. Sinä et syö. Hän ei syö. Me emme syö. Te ette syö. He eivät syö. In puhekieli, mä en syö. Sä et syö. Se ei syö. Me ei syödä. Right? Because this was the one exception, we will use the nominative of the word syödä. Me ei syödä. Te ette syö. Ne ei syö. What about if you want to make a longer sentence? Does anything else in the sentence change? Short answer to that is no, it does not. The only things that change is you add that no word, mirroring the pronoun you're using, plus the verb will be in the negative present tense form. The rest of the sentence would stay the same. For example, minä tykkään teestä would be minä en tykkää teestä. Minä pyöräilen puistoon would turn into minä en pyöräile puistoon. Mä juon sinistä mehua would turn into mä en juo sinistä mehua. Sinä menet kauppaan would turn into sinä et mene kauppaan. Sä syöt ruokaa would turn into sä et syö ruokaa. Hän tulee töistä would turn into hän ei tule töistä. Me menemme Helsinkiin would turn into me emme mene Helsinkiin, or in puhekieli, me ei mennä Helsinkiin. Hopefully this video was useful for you. I have made videos about the negative in the past before, and I'll leave those in the description box down below if you're interested to watch them. This topic did come up in one of my tutoring sessions on italki, and I did teach about the negative present tense there. For this student, I did create a homework sheet, which I will be uploading for my YouTube members as well as my Patreon members. So if you want to practice this topic more with homework and exercises and activities, not only will it be in my monthly workbook, but I will also be uploading that homework sheet I created for my student. Kiitos paljon ja nähdään ensi videossa. Moikka!